This is a card reader. Everybody see it? What is this called?
Card reader.
Very good. This is a card. What is this called?
Card.
A card. The card goes inside the card reader. Let me show you how. First, you take your card. This card belongs to Sophie, Sophia, Kirsten, Jonathan, and Sarah. These are the pictures you took. You put it inside the big little hole in the side. Everyone see this? Can everybody see the top of the card reader?
Yeah.
It's got a sticker on it. Sometimes it'll have like a logo on it. Everyone see the top of the card? It's the colored side of the card. You put it in like this. Just like that. Easy peasy. If it goes in easy peasy, you've done it the right way. If you are having to push, 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 and force it in, you're doing it wrong. You're about to break something. If it slides in easy, that's the right way. If it doesn't slide in easy and you still can't figure it out, there are only 4 possible ways to put it in. You can't figure it out, come get me and I'll help you. Everyone got that? Does everyone recognize the plug on the end of it? This is a USB plug. It plugs into the computer. Let me show you what happens when you plug it into the computer. Bloop, 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 says my computer. Look up at the screen real fast. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it'll pop up on the computer. Let me show you what this looks like over here. Like that. This is what it's called. Can you see up at the screen? It's not on my computer screen. It's called EOS Digital. It'll be called some other version of the thing. And when you open it, you will see a series of folders. One of which will say DCIM, Digital Camera Internal Memory. If you open that folder, you may find even more folders inside. The one that you want, if you took the photos most recently, which for this card is the case, is the one with numbers closest to the bottom of the list. That will be the most recent one. If you're taking notes, I would make a note of that. You put the card in the card reader in the computer, you open up the files, open to view files. Do not import pictures and video. What aren't you supposed to do? Import. Do not import. Importing will put the files in some place on your computer you do not have control over. You want to put them in a very specific place. When you go into the folder, you want to click on DCIM, and when you go into that, if you were the most recent person to take pictures on the camera, which you should have been, you will click on the folder with numbers closest to the bottom of the list. That's the most recent photo set. If I open that, I will see the images inside. Now when we look at this, you may not always be able to have a view tab up here, in which case I would check for a little icon in the top right corner of your screen. But the view tab up here will let you change how you view the items inside. I like large icons. You can go with extra large icons if you feel like it. And here they are. These are all the different pictures that they took. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by clicking on the first one that I want. Do I want this one of shoes?
Yes.
Yes. Click on the first one that you want, and then hold down the shift button. Everybody see? Click on the first one, hold down the shift button, and then click on the last one that you want. This will select everything. Alternatively, you could hit Control and A while you're clicked on the folder. Control plus A means it'll select all of the files in this folder. If I right-click on it and say Copy, it will make a copy of these pictures. I can then go to my Publications drive. If you don't remember, you should have written down notes for that too. We'll go to Publications, then we'll go to, everyone say it with me now, and then we can create a new folder for this. So for here, we'll put this in a folder called Photo Practice. Now, we are period 6, right? Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do really fast. I am going to make a new folder here. You see how I made a new folder? Clicking up top, and I'm going to call it Sophie, Sophia, Sarah V. And I am going to paste these temporarily in there. We'll change it up and do it correctly later. Then when this is all done, boom, you've got your images. You can click on view again and make them large to double check that that is correct. Does everyone see how to upload photos? Yes? And where to save them? Good. Are there any questions about how to do this? It is very important that you do not wait to upload your photos until later. You have to upload your photos right away. As soon as you take them, upload them. Because if you don't do that and you lose track of the card, or the card gets lost, or shuffled in with other ones, or no one's sure which one was yours, there's a possibility that someone who uses that after you will delete everything off of it. Because you remember all those folders that we saw when we opened up the DCIM folder? That's a bunch of other people's photos in there. Imagine finding 14 photo folders and needing to click through each one to see if you can find your pictures. That's a big waste of time, isn't it? Also imagine you filled up the card, and then the person after you, in order to take pictures with that card, what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to delete all the photos on the card, which, since they're not their photos, do they care about that? So what should you do to prevent that from happening? Upload your photos right away. Questions about this? Fantastic.